Good morning children, this is Marty Prasad. Today I am going to explain about the second lesson, the natural realms of the earth. Okay, before entering into the lesson, we should know about the meaning of realms. Realms. Realms means the areas which are having some common features that are called realms. Realms means areas which are having some common features. Areas which are having some common features, those are called realms. Okay, according to the geographers and the earth scientists, our earth can be categorized into 4 natural realms. According to geographers, our earth categorized into 4 natural realms. Those are, the first one is lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and the last one is biosphere. According to the geographers and earth scientists, our earth is categorized into 4 types of natural realms. 4 types of natural realms. Those are lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. Okay, now in this class we are going to explain about the interrelation of these 4 realms. What is the interrelation behind these 4 realms? In this class we are going to explain about what is the relation between these interrelation between these realms. Okay, now coming to the lithosphere. Lithosphere is the solid crust of the earth. Lithosphere is the solid crust part of the earth, and it is having so many minerals. It is having solid crust. It is solid crust on the earth, and it is having many rocks and minerals on it. Rocks and minerals on it. Rocks and minerals on it. Okay, and it is covered with the thick layer of soil. Okay, about lithosphere, it is the solid crust part of the earth, and it is covered with it is having rocks and minerals, and it is covered with the thick layer of soil. That is called the lithosphere. Okay, lithosphere, this is the word which is coming from the Greek language, According to Greek language, litho means rock. Spira means sphere or ball. Okay, that's why it is called lithosphere. Lithosphere means, according to the Greek language, litho means rock and spira means sphere. Okay, the earth which is having the rocks and which is having mountains, plateaus, that landform is called as lithosphere. That landform is called lithosphere. Okay, as we can see, the surface of the globe, it is very smooth. It is in even shape. You see the globe, the upper layer of the earth, it is very smooth, but on the earth, the surface of the earth is not having any smooth surface. It is having so many types of landforms. Okay, in the previous class we have learned about so many types of landforms are occurred on the earth. Those are plateaus, mountains, landforms like plateaus, mountains, highlands, the plains. These are the different types of landforms which are involving in this lithosphere. Okay, lithosphere is comprised of different types of landforms. Landforms like plateaus, plains, mountains, and this lithosphere is also having the water bodies like oceans. Okay, these are also having very deeply shallow basins and very deeply valleys. These basins are filled with water and they can be formed as oceans. In the previous class we have learned about how the oceans are formed, how the mountains and plateaus are formed on the earth. According to the process in the crust, the lithosphere, the components of lithosphere are formed. Okay. Once again, lithosphere. Lithosphere is the solid crust part of the earth, and it is having rocks and minerals. It is covered with the thick layer of soil. The word lithosphere came from the Greek language. In the Greek language, litho means rocks and spira means sphere or ball. Okay. And it is comprised of so many different types of landforms like plains, plateaus, mountains, and highlands are deeply valleys, and the deeply basins also it is having. Those basins are filled with water and they became as the oceans. Okay, these are the components are located on the lithosphere. Okay, now coming to the second one. Second realm of the earth is the hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is the realm of the water. The realm of the water is called hydrosphere. Simply, the realm of the water. The realm of the water. The realm of the water is called as hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is the word which came from the Greek language. In the Greek, hydra means water. Hydra means water, and again spira means sphere. That's why it is called hydrosphere. Okay, this hydrosphere, we can see the water in the hydrosphere. In the underground layers of the earth, we can see some water like groundwater, and some part of the water portion we can see in the deep tubeways or in the groundwater. In the groundwater, we can see some part of the water, and on the land, on the earth, we can see different types of water bodies. Like oceans, seas, rivers, lakes. Okay. On the hydrosphere, we can see some part of the water we can see in the underground, and some part of the water we can see in this hydrosphere in the form of oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, and ponds, etc. Okay, these are the different types of water bodies which we can see on the hydrosphere. Okay, once again, hydrosphere means this is the realm of the earth. The word which is came from the language Greek. In the Greek language, hydra means water and spira means sphere. The earth portion which is having having the water. The portion which is having in the form of water, that is called hydrosphere. Okay, we can see there are two types of water in this hydrosphere. Some part of the water we can see in the underground, and some part of the water we can see on the surface of the land. Those are is in the form of oceans, seas, rivers, and lakes. We can see the water in the form of oceans, seas, rivers, and lakes on the hydrosphere. Okay, now coming to the third layer. Third realm of the earth. Third realm of the earth, that is atmosphere. Atmosphere. Okay, if you see, atmosphere means this is the realm of air. This is the realm of air. Realm of air on the earth, air on the surface of the earth, that is called atmosphere. Okay, the air, the large amount of different types of gases that surrounds the earth. The large amounts of air or different types of gases that surrounds the earth, that is called the atmosphere. Okay, atmosphere is the word which is derived from the language Greek. According to Greek language, atmos means vapor, and again spira means sphere. Again, spira means sphere. According to Greek language, atmos means vapor. That the large amount of gases that surrounds the earth, the large amounts of air that surrounds the earth, that is called atmosphere. Okay, in this atmosphere we can see there are different types of gases like oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, and carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. These are the so many different types of gases that are comprised in the form of air, that are formed as the atmosphere on the earth. Okay, this is about atmosphere. In the Greek language, atmosphere means vapor. The large amounts of gases that surrounds the earth, that is called atmosphere. In this atmosphere, there are so many types of gases are comprised. Those are oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen, like this. Okay. Now coming to the fourth realm of the earth and the final realm of the earth, that is the biosphere. Biosphere. Okay. Biosphere means it is relates with the life. The realm of life. The realm of life, that is called the biosphere, including from small bacteria to a high living thing on the earth or on the highlands or on the atmosphere of the earth, to the deep oceans. From the highlands of the earth to the deep oceans, including bacteria to, there are so many types of living organisms comes under to the biosphere. Okay, from including bacteria to the high living organisms like elephant or the whales, like those are all coming under to the biosphere. Okay, along with the all animals and living organisms, we are also comes under to the biosphere. Okay, biosphere means bios means life. Bios means life. According to the Greek language, bios means life. Bios means life. Okay, if you observe all the realms, if you observe the remaining three realms, those three realms are very essentially helpful for the organisms which are living on the earth. Organisms which are living on the earth, like is in the form of water, is in the form of air, and is in the form of soil. Okay, coming to the lithosphere. Okay, what are the applications of lithosphere? We are using the lithosphere in so many ways. Okay, like agricultural fields, and we are mining the different types of non-renewable resources from the lithosphere. And if you see the hydrosphere, okay, we are using daily the water resources in our daily life. Okay, like that we are using the hydrosphere and atmosphere. Okay, generally we are inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. That's why we are also interrelated with lithosphere. It means landforms. Hydrosphere, it means water, and finally we are interrelated with air. That's why the biosphere is always interrelated with deeply interrelated with the remaining all spheres, remaining three realms. It is deeply relates with the three realms like lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere are deeply interrelated with this biosphere. Okay. Now, coming to the detailed explanation about the lithosphere. 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 Just now we have discussed about lithosphere means litho means rocks and sphere means ball. Okay. Now if you see the lithosphere, the detailed explanation of lithosphere, the entire land mass and the entire water bodies which are comes under the lithosphere. The entire surface of the land part of the earth and the water bodies of the earth are comes under the lithosphere. Okay, that's why according to the lithosphere, the continents, lithosphere is divided into continents and water bodies like oceans. Okay. Between about these continents and oceans, these are the major part of. This is the major part of the all the land part, and these are the major part of the water bodies. If you see, it is about 70% of the earth is covered with water. Only 30% of the earth is covered with the land mass. Okay, that's why in the lithosphere these two are called first order landforms. First order landforms on the earth. First order landforms. Which landforms comes under the first order landforms? First order landforms. Continents and the oceans which are lying on the lithosphere or which are comes under the lithosphere, those are called first order landforms. First order landforms. And again, if you see the continents, okay, as we see on the globe or as we see on the land portions, it is not have any even surfaces. It is not have any even surface. It is uneven portions. Uneven portions with the mountains, hills, plateaus. These are called second order landforms. These are called second order landforms on the lithosphere. Which comes under the first order landforms? Continents and oceans which are lying in the lithosphere comes under the first order landforms, and the second order landforms are mountains, hills, and plateaus. Okay. In the next class, we will deeply discuss about the lithosphere. Thank you, children.